Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Into the secondary, past the 40, and all the way up to the 45-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Harris. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Switch out. Hey, pick 26. Stand 300.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Flush to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Najee Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. The extra point up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson, he's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a give right side. It's Harris. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Harris. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually...
It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next the score, Seahawks 21, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Rodgers. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will go to Carson out wide. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Wilson will throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way up.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw is Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be...
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 1st down, Rodgers.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing it.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Wilson. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson wants to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Mills. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Flushed out right. McDonald makes a catch. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again here, Wilson. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.